Alright, so something inside this motor is making a lot of noise. It's not sounding very good when it rotates over. Not sure what it is. It's definitely mechanical. It only does it every now and then, so not every time around either, so I'm not sure what it is. Can't remember if I felt the valves on this bike or not. If I check the push rods real quick, it might tell me something. Probably going to tell me it's bad. Tripod's in my way. Okay, so I can go over here and pull these out of here. So they just go like this. Lift them out. Press down a little bit. It's right out. If you force it out, you break the tangs or bend them. Most times you don't even need the other tool. You just pull them out with your fingers like this. Okay, now we got access to the push rods here and lifters. We can see them. So you turn the motor over until the intake closes. Hear that noise? So that gear teeth, probably inside of here. Valves are adjusted correctly, so that's not the problem. Check the other one. Back one's tight, but it's not, that ain't the problem. Oh, that's tight. Camera between me and my tools. I need tools. Do a little valve adjustment here. So this valve's a little tight. So you take the bottom and the top one, move them both together. That loosens them. Then you do your valve adjustment. In this case, make it looser, and tighten them back down. Tighten together, loosen them together. Things don't round off that way. Appears to still be tight. I want to make sure they're not stuck together. There, I can actually turn it now a little bit. Still tight. So that was one flat of adjustment we did. Do it again. Okay, now that push rod moves. Okay, so we know the push rods are adjusted now. Carburetor appears to be a little loose. So my guess is there's some damage inside this motor. Not sure what. Something. So, to get the cam cover off, we have to take off a few parts. Foot peg, which means the exhaust pipe's in the way. You get the shifter off. Now I might be able to move the foot peg out enough to get the shifter off. Now I might be able to get the cam cover off without pulling the exhaust pipes off. That's my plan. You gotta pull the generator off here, and we need to go time the motor so we know where the hell it's at. So that'll be a pre-time it. That way we have to go back and change the distributor later. So I need to go figure out where that's all at. Now when this front exhaust valve is all the way up, that's usually where the cam marks all line up. Okay, it's at full lift right now. We should be close to what the timing mark is. That's usually how it comes in at. Somewhere in that vicinity. Not exact, but close. So we're going to go ahead and pull this cam cover off. See if we can see what's wrong with it. Geez, that's tight. Has all 3 screws in here, which is a plus. That means one of these is not in the motor. That would be a bad thing. I'm taking this off so I can see the distributor. I have to see where the timing's at right now. Cam timing and ignition timing are not the same. So, 2 separate things. But they're connected to each other, so it does matter. Fungi in there. Automatic advance. Alright, we need a flashlight. Alright, here's a flashlight. Okay, so that lifter all the way up. We're on the fat side of the cam lobe over here. We're on the edge of the fat side of the cam lobe. That's where the rim block's at. So as long as we put the distributor back in that same spot with that one all the way up and down, we drop this back on there. If it's in the same spot, it's timed. We have to deal with it. Because the distributor's mounted to the cam cover. It's going to be coming off. So as long as we put it back in the same spot, we don't have to retime it, which is a good thing to not have to worry about. More than likely this is going to pump a lot of oil down here. Okay, so I need some more tools. Whatever drops, it's ready to come off. Oh, look at that. We do not have to pull. Yeah, we still got to pull. This is in the way. Damn it. Oh, this one actually has a bolt in it on this side. Jeez, amazing. See, everything's between me and the camera. Wonderful. Get some tools on this side of the bike. Be different. There used to be more room around here. Try to put the camera down here. There's no room over here for it, but it's making room. There. We almost got room. Alright, now you can see what I'm doing a little bit. And you're not between me and my tools. That's a big plus. Now to get the peg off, you got to pull the bolt out completely. And down here, in case you can't see. So there's a U-groove that this goes through in the frame, so it has to come all the way off to get the peg out. Probably about as far as it's going to go. Yep, we are hitting on the exhaust pipe. It's almost enough room to get it through. We'll find out. Probably just enough it won't work. I don't really want to pull the exhaust off. Okay. There's a generator. Okay. Take the breather off. Oh, so I got a clutch cable I got to deal with too. I keep forgetting about all this crap on these early bikes. That's going to make it really hard to get off with a clutch cable on there. Yeah. One trick is to unadjust everything. There might be enough free play in there that we can do what we need to do. That'll be enough free play, we took it out. It's connected with a clamp or something. Yep. Okay, clutch cable is all freed up. Should be able to pull it off now. At least pull it enough to look at there. See if I see anything I don't like. Where'd the bolt go? Right around to the oil. Nice spot. We have some oil leakage out of here. Guaranteed. That. The old straight slot screws take longer to deal with, but they look better. I like how they come out nice and easy. They're not all full of crap. Screwed up. That means somebody hasn't been here dicking with it for a while. Unlike the primary cover over there where they were. All right. Key thing here is not let the camshafts come out. Very important. See a screwdriver in there to make sure they stay in. Where's my hammer at? You stole my hammer. There it is. Hidden. Yeah, my hammer. Appears to be tight. Yep. Make sure all the screws are out. They are. They're tight. When you're hitting on them, make sure you're hitting on the edges and not on the sides over here on the flat parts. Alright. So we're going to do is put a little pressure now. So you go between the oil line here, but don't hit too hard because you'll snap that off. So just a little tension. It's on there pretty hard. It appears to be very well stuck. All right. So we're going to pull out the generator. And we'll hit it. We'll put the hammer handle on the inside of the cam cover here. And I'll have a mat and that'll knock it straight out. That'll bring it out. Pull off the two wires on the generator. Don't want to damage them. All right. Something else to hit with. Special tool around here someplace. There used to be a hammer handle floating around here somewhere to use for beating with. Looks like it's probably long gone. Used to be sitting up here. Damn, that hurt. Hey, this shit's in the way too. Piece of crap. Crap's attacking me now. Okay, you don't want to be beating on the end of that baffle right there. You can bend it. So we want to hit on the inside of the cam cover, but you don't really want to hit it with steel. So I used to have a hammer handle laying around. That worked really, really good for doing that. I don't see it. This one I don't think will fit inside the baffle. Nope. So somebody has decided they needed it more than me. Piece of crap. Alright, so we're going to go find ourselves something to beat on. That hurt my thumb. Try to rip my thumbnail off my thumb. Yeah. I don't have too much wood doweling around here, but that's what's needed. That's why I kept that hammer handle. Like I said, somebody decided they needed it more than me, probably. Alright, we can use one of these. Aluminum on aluminum. That goes right in there like that, see? Give it a couple taps. Should pop it. Alright, let's see what we get. I'm more aggressive than I really wanted to be on this bike, but it appears to be working. It's leaking, that's a good sign. So now I go back to our beating on it deal. Now it's starting to move now. Very carefully use a screwdriver to wedge it apart. Do not beat it in, do not force it. Just lightly work on it. There's a dowel pin right here and there's one down here. This one appears to be binding, something back in here is binding. Probably the bushing. Okay, as soon as you can get there, you start pushing these cams back in. This number 2 cam is probably going to come out. Ooh, that's not a good sign when I'm looking at that. See a lot of rub marks on the gears in there. That's not a good sign. Oh yeah, they're eating up. That one's in. That one's in. So I got this number 4 over here to get in. I want to come in. And we're just about all the way down. We can't go out any further. Yep, pretty well stuck. We're hitting an exhaust pipe over here too. Squeezing it by a little bit. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to get out further, but not going to happen. Oh, that's a groove in the gear, not a wear mark. I'm looking at the teeth and seeing if there's any broken teeth in here. All the ones I see look good. Yeah. See all the teeth in there? They all appear to be still there. And not damaged. I saw that groove in that one. I thought there was a wear mark, but it's not. So they all appear to be in good shape. So that means there's something else is wrong with this motor. Where'd we go? There we go. Or there's teeth I can't see that are damaged, which is quite possible. But the bushings all look good. The shafts look good. Pinion shaft's way down there at the bottom down there. That's the pinion shaft way down there. It looks to be blue, but not. The camera wanted to focus in that close. Appears to be blue, but not used up, so I'm going to say that's probably okay. Alright, so I'm not seeing what all that noise is coming from. Definitely not good, whatever it is. At this point, I'll try to put it back together. Boom. Slip it all back in. Timing marks in the same spot, see, didn't move. So that means the cams went right back in the same spot they were. So we're just going to put it right back together and say it needs a rebuild, which we already knew. So if there's a broken tooth or something in there, then that would have been something still not good, not easy to fix, but it wouldn't have been an overhaul of having to do a major overhaul, but in this case it's going to be a major. Three short screws. 1, 2, 3. So I would start up, make sure it's not going to make noise, but I already know it's going to make noise because when I turn the motor over, I hear it make a noise. So I know that's a problem. Pretty obvious. Alright, well that's it going to be this one. I'm just going to put it all back together, call it done. I am not going to put the oil in the tranny. And I think I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil out of the motor, or out of the, I think there's a drain plug on the bottom of this. I'll drain it out too. Get all the oil out of the bike so we don't have to worry about leakage and stuff per se. It'll still leak like a sieve for a while. But, you know, I'll mark it that it has no oil in it, unlike the last guy that didn't do that. So I ran it for a while, about a minute of water. I'm sure that's good for it. Didn't seem to hurt anything. Well, I like it's not rusty on the inside, considering all the water that was in the motor. Because it was full of water. It's not rusty. It was making a noise before the water was in there, so we can't blame that on the water either. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So that's it for this bike until we work on it down the road, which will be quite a while from now. So that's it for this one.